Hi, my name's Noah, or Doggy Dog on Twitter. Start off with just thanking Sebastian and Grape for inviting me here and all support during the Riptide Hackathon, because I had no idea what I was doing, and they answered a lot of questions and supported, and the Mango guys, and so yeah, it was awesome. Okay, so let's start. Okay. So basically, start off, what Gilder is a mobile iOS app for Solana DAOs. So my goal was to build something that helped the community identify a gap, and also was kind of like an exercise for me, because before I entered Solana, before I entered the hackathon, I didn't really understand how DAOs worked, but they were really, really interesting method of interacting that I hadn't really seen before. And so I started building this app to kind of like learn myself and also see where I could help solve a problem. So basically what I noticed was it's kind of hard to understand what a DAO was and also to interact with them. It was a bit daunting to me. Like I'm even somewhat technical, like I'm a developer, but it was trying to understand. So kind of like these are some of the things that I kind of took away from building DAOs and why I was excited to build with them. I think like the wallet methodology, like using a wallet, it's very much like you're a sovereign individual. Like you have your wallet, no one else has access, you have your private key. And what interests me about DAOs is it's a collective or a group or a community or a mission that comes together to, pull assets, make proposals, and do something together. And so I thought this was really interesting because today one of the issues with big groups, gaming guilds, things like that, is you have to put a lot of trust in a lot of different people. But, especially like in crypto where everyone's anonymous, like around the world, like you don't really know who you're interacting with, and you need a new mechanism to interact at scale with these different organizations, like different amounts of people. And so to kind of go into how the app works and how, to help solve this issue that I feel like DAOs are facing, kind of like the app starts out, you pick your DAO, any DAO on Solana, any SPL governance DAO. You have a dashboard that is, somewhat similar to like Discord, like familiar, like you can, switch between the different, the different areas of a DAO, so treasury, members, proposal, activity, and then you have a wallet as well. So basically, like you go into treasury, you can see all your tokens, all your NFTs. Each vault is basically a wallet, so it kind of interacts the same. And then we also have activity, where you have a feed of all of your activities in a DAO, so votes, governance tokens, proposals, anything like that. And so then we go to the membership page. So we use CyberConnect. It's like a social graph, so it's really good for getting on-chain data that people have connected to their Twitter or other data like .sol domains. And so you can go into the members page, you can see all your members, their votes, their chats, how they're interacting with your community, and how they've been involved. And then we have the proposal page. So you go to the proposal page, you can see all of your, all the discussions, all the description, the yes and no votes, quorum, all that. And then you can actually vote, but I'll kind of get to that in a bit. So how we do voting in the app is we actually built a non-custodial wallet in the app. And what we use is we use Web3 auth to kind of instantiate or get the key to use. And so kind of like when I first started this app, I was actually going to do like Wallet Connect or Connect to Phantom or something like that. But as I got into it more, you're really constrained by your design decisions when you have to, every time you're going to do a transaction, you have to actually go outside of your app. And so how Web3 auth works, they split your key into 3 different shares, kind of like multi-factor authentication. So like what you have, who you are, what you know. And then when you go to sign in with like a social login, so like Twitter or Google, if you have 2 pieces of information, just like 2-factor authentication or the device or the social login, you can then reconstitute your private key and your public key, and then you have a wallet that you can use and interact with and transact. And so the reason I chose this is because one of the things in crypto is it's pretty daunting to get on board and interact with stuff. You have to get a seed phrase, you have to store it somewhere. It's like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? I don't want to lose this. Where should I put this stuff? And so this is a really nice way because it's familiar to Web 2, and also it's actually pretty secure because even if one share gets compromised, no one has your private key because they have to have a device or something or anything like that. And so it's a pretty basic wallet, but the whole point is that you need some way to approve a vote or a transaction. And so this is something that's coming soon to Realms Today, and this is kind of how it ties in with this brand new wallet you made in your app, is delegation is coming to Realms Today soon. And basically what you can do is, as a wallet or a ledger with a bunch of tokens, like your NFTs or something like that, you delegate to the new wallet, and then that new wallet has authority to vote or create proposals or act as the wallet that has the tokens. So, and this doesn't mean that the delegated wallet can send tokens or anything like that. It just means they can interact with the governance program on behalf of the user. And so then we built notifications into our app. So we listen to proposals on Realms. So whenever anyone creates a new proposal, they will get a notification. So you add it to your watch list, like you add a realm, just kind of like Discord. And then once you add that realm to your watch list, then we just auto-subscribe you to a notification. So whenever, and there'll be more stuff eventually too, but basically how this works, we have we listen to the socket, the WebSocket on Web3 connection, and then we subscribe to the actual realm. We listen to the events. When it's a proposal event, then we send a push notification to your device. And so then basically how this works, like you get a notification to your phone, you go into the proposal, you hit vote, you're able to select any of your delegates that have been you've delegated to the wallet in the app, and then you can vote from your phone, and it takes like 20 seconds, like 10 seconds. And the reason I try to do this first is because when you have friction around proposals, it's really hard to get people involved because people don't, one, they might not even care about the proposal, but then two, if you're asking them to go to their computer to sign all this stuff, it's just more friction. And if you know anything about basically conversion on landing pages or anything like that, every piece of friction makes people just drop off like a cliff, like every extra click, anything like that. And so I think a lot of the design space around realms and DAOs has been constrained because it's hard to get users who are critical to the actual, decentralization to interact with your DAO. And so trying to, this way, make it super simple, get them to get the notification, and then instead of having to come back to their computer and remember in an hour, they can just go to their app and click approve. And so yeah, this is me, my brother, and Dustin. That's who we were working on it. If you see on Twitter a guy, a random 10 follower account, shilling Gilder, that's why he's my brother, and he just started helping me. So that's what's going on there. And then Dustin, he helped me build the notification system. And so you can actually try it today if you want. I don't know if the QR code will work with this, but I'll post it in the Discord, or not the Discord, the Telegram group. And I'd love if anyone who wants to try or be involved in the product and how we decide what we're going to build next. If you want to be involved, just talk to me or reach out to me on Twitter or wherever. Because I think DAOs are they have a lot of potential to help people and a lot of interesting things that we can do with them. And so there's a lot I have ideas about, but I'd love to work with your DAO and see how we can help engagement, help you guys, reach your goals. So yeah, so that's Gilder, and just again, thank you for your time, and let me present with all these other amazing people. So
thank you very much.